I actually forgot what I was supposed to say. Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
My name's Brennen.
And my name's Donavan, and let's do a Chit Chats.
Yay!
Yay!
Just a little disclaimer before we continue. It's very late at night, so excuse our lack of energy right now. It's just been a long day, but we're still here to record a nice episode of Chit Chats for you guys. So,
Hell yeah.
you're welcome. Anyway, we got Brennen, we got Donovan,
Vietnam.
the dynamic trio, the three musketeers, the
Three Stooges.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't know. The Three Stooges. That's a good trio. I invited you guys here today because I want to talk about stories from when we were in middle school, specifically when we used to play on the same basketball team. Because if you didn't know, for anyone watching that didn't know, me, Donovan, and Brennen.
We played basketball before middle school. You didn't.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So it can incorporate, all stories or all grades, but primarily I remember. Well, actually, a lot of the stories I have are from before middle school. Just in general, stories from when we played basketball. Do you guys remember the names of our teams when we used to play in grade school?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think I do. I know I have the trophies that have the names on them because we got trophies.
I have the trophies right here.
Do you have the trophies right here?
Really? Oh wow!
Wow, Brennen came prepared. I don't even have them.
We'll see if any of these were. Yeah, this was second grade basketball.
Okay, here's the thing though. When did we all start? Because I think we all played basketball, but I don't remember when we started playing.
We didn't always play together. Yeah, I think you started after me, Antonio. Didn't you start in like 5th grade?
I feel like I definitely started in 3rd grade. I think I started in 3rd grade.
I don't think did we play together at first though? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
One of our team names was Thunderbirds because we were shouting.
Thunderbirds, okay, yeah.
That's right.
Because of the middle school that we went to, their mascot was the Thunderbirds.
You got to show
the Willamette Warriors.
Yeah, show the trophies.
Willamette Warriors.
Willamette Warriors, that's right.
The
trophies. We weren't at Willamette High School yet. We were still at
That's because Willamette was the area.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That's
so this was the one for the Thunderbirds.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then
do you guys remember the basketball trophy that we had that had the spinning basketball on it?
Mm-hmm.
Like those little rubber basketball.
I didn't have that one.
Oh, you didn't get that one?
There was also one that we had that was super tall, and it was like a guy playing basketball.
That. Yeah, that one was sick. That one was sick. I love that one. I have it somewhere. Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh wait, maybe you're talking about this one.
Which one?
No wait, this one's Malabon. What?
Malabon? Oh yeah, we didn't play.
Yeah, look, this one says Malabon Mustangs, and it's this one.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Yeah, we don't have that.
I have a heavy ass one from boys 2nd grade basketball in 2009.
Damn.
All the way back, 2nd grade.
Back in the day, when we were
back when I gave 2 shits
or 8 or something. Yeah.
Back when we were still playing Nintendo Wii and walking around the neighborhood like a bunch of morons.
I would never play Nintendo Wii nowadays. Never, ever.
We just played. What are you showing us?
What are you trying to show us?
Oh, he's showing us the Wii.
I thought you were trying to show us what you were watching on your TV.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Now that we're horribly sidetracked.
Yeah. Well, hey, this was, trying to get our memories refreshed because now we can actually get into the stories. Do either of you guys want to start? Because I have a story in mind.
You start with the story because I think you have the best memory out of all of us. I remember playing basketball, but I don't really have any specific stories.
Okay.
So you go first.
All right.
I'll see if
so the first story I want to bring up, this is a little bit of a lower note. We'll get, better maybe, but this story, I'm going to always remember because this was the first time that I broke a bone. So it was in 3rd grade. And I think I had just started playing basketball. I think the year prior I had played soccer, and so I was starting basketball this year. And we were playing against some team, and at one point, we we were like, it was me and some of the other team on one side, and we were about, like, on our side we were about to shoot the ball, and I was holding it, right, and I was about to either pass it or shoot it, and then this one of the kids from the other team just came running at me and grabs the ball from me, to steal it, and he stole it from me, but as he stole it, it hit my finger in such a way that it broke, like, this way, like it broke back.
Jeez.
And it was really bad.
I kind of remember this.
You remember this?
Yeah, kind of. I think I remember you not being able to play for a while.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is that I didn't realize it was broken. I just thought I hit it really hard and it was like, it just hurt really bad. So I continued to play with the broken finger until at one point I realized I was like, I can't play anymore. So I sat out, and then they like looked at it and it was all like red and swollen. And so I iced it, and then they had to take me to urgent care, I think. And then they determined that it was broken from an X-ray. And it was a really weird break too. It was like, it like bent this way, like this part of the finger bent that way. And I had to wear a whole freaking cast on my hand for it. I didn't think it was that bad of a break, but it was, I guess. Well, I mean, I couldn't use it, so I guess it was pretty bad. But like, at that time, it seemed kind of overboard. But that was like the one and only time I think I've ever broken a bone, because I've gotten like sprained ankles, but that was like the worst time. So that was like, my first big memory from basketball. Really sets the tone for the rest of, my time playing.
My first story is so funny.
I think I remember that. I think you like skipped a day of school or something because of your broken finger, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago, but I do remember like you came to school the next day and you were like, look at my cast, my epic cast.
Yeah, and I liked the attention, and I think I had people sign it potentially.
I've never broken anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you brag about it? No. But yeah, that was like, I think that was a bad omen for the rest of the time that I played basketball. I'll just say that. Not that playing basketball was not fun per se. I don't think that we had the most luck when it came to playing, but we'll get into that. Anyway, Brennen, you said you had a story. Would you like to go next?
Yeah, this is just my starter story.
Okay.
And Donovan's gonna laugh his ass off this one. This is a story about the first time that I learned Donovan was diabetic in practice.
Wait, what?
This should be interesting.
Wait, your mic is kind of quiet.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Is that better?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's better.
It was the first time I learned that Donovan was diabetic during practice.
Oh, okay.
And I knew about my dad was diabetic, but my dad never really played sports, so I never knew like how much like exercising or doing a lot of shit could like affect your blood sugar.
Yeah. Right.
So Donovan kept having to sit out and like take breaks because his blood sugar was getting low, and I kept being like, "Why does he like what? How does that affect his blood sugar?" And I kept talking about it, and then the part that I remember the most was Donovan had those like diabetic candies that were like these just like pink. Pink, like hard tablets of like just pure sugar.
Abs, they're just pure sugar.
Tablets? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And I remember Donovan ate one, and then like everyone on the team kept asking if they could try one, and Donovan had to like fight and be like, "No, they're for my diabetes." But we want to try one. It's sugar.
Oh my god! It's literally just pure sugar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Or like
everybody wanted those stupid things. Whenever I bring it out, it's like opening up like a pack of gum, and like everybody wants to stick a gum. Everybody wants a sugar tablet.
It's like what the dog doing meme.
No,
like what the dog did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, what the crab doing? Oh wait, no one's gonna get that reference for a while.
Yeah. Is that even a reference?
We made that joke in the last thing that you and me recorded.
What?
I guess I don't have as good of a memory as I
Remember?
Oh my god.
thought. So
Yeah, that's funny, Brennan. That's funny that you remember that. I definitely remember that. I remember kids at the bus stop would ask me for them too.
so in conclusion, bitches only want me for my glucose tablets or my
They only
sugar.
want me.
My
They
sugar.
only want me for my sugar.
They want your sugar, Donovan. Does I feel I don't want to like stray too much away from basketball, but I feel like I remember Ellis asking you a lot for
Oh
to
yeah.
try your glucose tablets. Is
I
that
think
true?
him and Talon, they were the ones that asked me the most.
Of course.
I remember every morning at the bus stop, Ellis or Talon, or maybe both of them, they would always ask me, like, "Hey,
Yeah.
can I cop a glucose tab?" They probably didn't say that. I don't think that was.
Maybe they thought it was like a drug
You
deal
hand
or
it over.
something.
You hand over the glucose
Just
tab.
smuggle it, like just
Yeah.
like hand it behind the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right. Well, I guess I got a story. It's I don't think it's as thrilling as your guys's, but it's kind of funny. It's just something. It's something that I'll remember probably for the rest of my life, just because of how much it made us laugh.
Mhm.
But we never really took basketball that seriously. I think we can all agree on that, right?
No, we did not.
Yeah. No,
We
it
were
was.
having fun.
I didn't take any sport seriously until I started playing bowling.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, right.
we wanted to win, but like. I think we prioritized fun more than anything.
And that was also the case during practices.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'd always goof off during practices, and this story is actually about one of the practices we had. It was like it was in the Shasta gym, like the small gym in the back. And
Okay.
I remember we were just like not paying attention like at all that practice. And
I can see that.
we were I remember me and Parker we were talking about like video games like while we were doing a scrimmage.
Yeah.
And he started like we were talking about Mario Galaxy, I think. And he started like singing like the title theme for Super Mario Galaxy while he was shooting free throws.
How does the title theme go? Again, I forget.
It's like do 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 do. You remember?
Okay.
It's like
wait,
really
I think I remember this.
Do you remember that?
I do.
I don't remember. You'll have to refresh my memory.
Yeah. Well, so he was just shooting free throws and like just failing miserably because we were laughing so hard because he kept singing that. And then my dad was the coach.
Yeah,
so
Donovan's dad was the coach for our basketball
team. You guys gotta get on track. You guys gotta actually play here. I just remember like how hard we were all laughing just because like we could not take it seriously at all.
I remember this. I remember Parker running around trying to shoot basketball hoops while singing. I never remember what he was singing though, but I just remember him going like do 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 and like
yeah.
So
and my dad just being like, "Oh God, what have I gotten myself into?"
Oh my God,
he was a good sport.
With us.
No,
I can't believe my dad dealt with us. Yeah.
No, I remember we used to goof off a lot during practice. I remember doing a lot of that stuff. I remember like just talking to you guys a lot. Like we would be in line to like wait to like shoot or practice shooting, right?
No, we'd be in lines. We'd be in line for like the lineup, the layups.
Yeah. We'd be in lines for that, and we would just talk, and we would just like have a conversation, and then go, and then just continue the conversation in the next line. Yeah. And I think it definitely threw off our focus a lot, but it was just fun. I just remember just having a lot of fun, and that's what matters. Kids watching,
right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I
think that the practices are what I'll remember the most. I think just as because of how much we goofed off and had fun.
My next story is my next story that I can think of is about a game.
Oh yeah, you can go next if you want.
Do you have another one?
I do, but I'm worried that I'm gonna steal yours. But I could go, and you could just tell, and we'll see. I guess.
Okay, go. Just do what yours is.
Okay, so this story is like, it's honestly kind of personal to me, I guess, so I don't know how much you guys might remember it, But I remember because we didn't win a lot, right?
No, we did not.
I'll just
We just
throw that out.
established.
Yeah, we established.
I think in our 8th grade year, I don't think we won a single game.
No. Yeah.
Mm.
That's just how it went. You know what? Winning's not
Just
everything.
simultaneously like sad and hilarious. So.
Yeah, it's just we were just having fun. Okay, we weren't concerned about winning. Okay, so whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I think it was a game. It was part of like this like sequence of games we had to have to like kind of decide like our placement in the the kids
placement
sports
games.
like roster, I guess, or like who we would go against in the following weeks or whatever. So it was one of those games, and like these games like didn't matter as much in the grand scheme of things. It was just more to like place where we would be. But I remember in one of them, they were like half as long as normal ones too. In one of them, we were like neck and neck with the other team, whichever team we were going against, and I'm pretty sure I remember getting the ball at one point, and then like right as time was about to run out, and I think I made the winning shot of that game.
Dang.
I think. And I remember just feeling really good, or at least I thought I had made the winning shot. Like, I don't know, we might have been like, a couple points ahead, so it wouldn't have mattered if I made one. But I think I made like the last shot of the game, and like then we won. So it was like, oh, Antonio made the last shot of the game. Long story short, that was the greatest achievement of my life. So
that's your proudest moment.
That was my proudest moment. That's when I knew I was destined to become a basketball star, and then I just settled for, mediocre YouTuber. So, and grocery store employee.
Yes.
I think we all had moments like that. Even though we weren't very good, I think we all had like a moment or two where.
Oh yeah, for a long time I wanted to be a baseball player.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dude, you're like you like have a Michael Jordan story. You like go from basketball and then you wanted to be a baseball player. Brennen is going to be the next Michael Jordan, I guess.
No,
right?
No.
But what was your story, Brennen? I'm eager to hear.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this was with you guys because I swear to God I remember Eric being my coach.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah.
So it was a game that was super far away, like an hour and a half drive away, right? My dad's taking me because my mom was busy that day, so we drive an hour and a half there to this game. I show up, and it's me and two other players on our team.
Okay.
And the game starts in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, where's the rest of the team? Right? So because it was just the three of us. So we needed, you need at least 5 players to play a game.
5 on each team.
Yeah. Well,
right?
yeah, but.
Yeah.
So we only had 3. It was me and 2 others.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what the hell? Where's the others?
Yeah.
And then I remember me and my dad on the way there were joking because we passed some guy whose van died on the side of the road.
Yep. Oh, I knew where this was going.
And then so we get there, and the game was held back about almost like 15 minutes to half an hour because we had no one to show up. So we called Eric, and Eric said that they were finally on their way. They show up, and so Eric shows up, I think, with like you, Antonio, and then like 2 other players or something like that. So we finally had like 6 players or something like that, right? And so we're like, what happened to you guys? And Eric goes, oh, the van broke down on the side of the road. And me and my dad just look at each other like, oh, shit.
Why do
like, that was
totally
Eric.
Do you remember this, Donovan?
Yeah, I remember that very clearly, because my dad was super pissed off.
Yeah. Oh
I'm pretty sure he still remembers that. That's like the one time he's ever like broken down on the side of the road. So.
Oh God, what a time to get!
Actually, I was talking.
I'm glad I was right about that. I couldn't remember if that was with you guys or when I played basketball with other people. So I'm glad
that's so funny that you saw. I didn't know you saw us.
Yeah, we saw them and we're like, we saw them too, and we were like, oh shit, that must suck. Breaking down on the side of the freeway.
Yeah.
And then they get there and they're like, yeah, the van broke down on the side of the freeway. And we're like, my dad looked at each other like, what?
Like you saw us on the road and you were just like, oh, I'd hate to be those guys right now, right? Unknowing that it was part of the basketball team.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember having to carpool a lot with your dad to the games, Donovan. Like that was,
Yeah.
and that was also fun because we would just talk on the way there
Right.
too,
Yeah.
and talk about
That
how we
was
would
like
help
our
them lose.
longest. That was our farthest game too. We had to drive quite a ways out there
Yeah.
just to go to
Mhm.
the game.
Yeah, that was a game, and we lost that game.
Yeah, it was all for a loss.
Next time you see my dad, you should bring that up with him. He'll probably
Yeah.
get a kick out of it because I know he
You should
remembers
ask
it.
him about it. Ask him to give like his
Oh, I
side.
have. You know,
Yeah.
we were just talking about it like not that long ago. I remember
Oh, that's funny.
because he was talking about like the one time that his cars ever broke down. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yep, it was with you guys," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
Yeah. No, and I remember. Do you guys still have that van? You guys
No, we
don't have
don't
it
have
anymore,
that one.
right? Yeah.
It's a different one though. We got a different van. My
Gotcha.
dad's like big white van.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't know if maybe like you had it in like I don't know, like you gave it to one of your family members or something. But yeah.
No.
Damn, I'll miss that van.
That was the story that I was gonna tell. That was the other one
Oh,
that I
really?
had. Yeah, he actually took
You
mine.
took it, Brennan. You
I
stole
was
it.
just gonna. I just want to add like how angry my dad was. I think that might be like
Just want
one
to
of the
hammer
only
that in.
times, Antonio, where you've actually seen my dad legitimately pissed.
I might
Because
have, but I don't
he
remember.
like went outside and he was like, "Damn it!" I remember he was and stuff.
Yeah, I would be frustrated too, because
Stressed out.
not only is your van breaking down, but you're late to a game where you're the coach. Like that
Right.
must suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have more than half the team with you.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't blame him for being upset. But that's funny. Wow, I forgot about that, but I remember now. Huh.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? This isn't really a story. Donovan, do you have that was your story, but do you have another
That
one?
was my story. I don't really have any others to be honest.
Okay, this
If I
isn't
think of one, I'll tell it though.
okay. This isn't really a story, but like, do you guys remember like the pizza parties that we would have after like a season was over, and we would go to
Yeah.
like
We'd
little or what was
celebrate.
it, Papa's
We'd
Pizza?
celebrate losing.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
would
Papa's
literally
Pizza.
celebrate losing,
Yeah.
and we would just get like those participation trophies, which Brennan showed earlier.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
yeah, those were fun. Okay, I remember having those back when Papa's Pizza was over by
Yeah.
Winco.
Well,
And
we
going
go to
there.
Putters.
I only have
Oh, that's right. We would go to
two actual
Potter's.
trophies.
Oh, you what?
We played laser tag and went to the
Oh yeah,
arcade.
putters.
And then
Yeah.
we'd always
Wait.
play tag on the little
On the
indoor playground that they had. You remember
yeah,
that?
we would do that, and then I think
Yeah.
we would go to the
I
arcade too,
have
right?
I have like a video on my phone from like sixth grade
Oh my
of
God.
us playing tag in that little indoor
I think
playground.
I have
You
them on my
really?
3DS. I think I have pictures of when we would do that on my 3DS because I didn't have a smartphone, so all I would do is like take my crappy 3DS camera and be like, "Guys, post me a picture." Yeah,
Those were fun though.
I
That
should
was
dig.
like as sad as it sounds, like that was like the highlight of most seasons. It's like
Yeah, it was. It was the end. Yeah,
The
like
highlight
exactly.
of the season was the end. Yeah.
That's
not
all
that we
that.
didn't have fun. The
That's the
whole
only
thing
reason I
was
would play basketball was just so we could have those parties. Have an excuse
yeah.
to take place. No. I should dig up my old 3DS sometime and we could do an episode where we just look at old pictures. And Donovan, you could get yours too if you have it.
Yeah, that would be great. I
Yeah.
know I have like old like let's plays that we used to film and
Oh
stuff.
God, don't even get me started. Yeah,
So
that could be an episode of Scrapped even maybe.
honestly,
Yeah.
even though it wasn't supposed to go up, I
No,
don't
even
know
though
if
it
I
was
want
never
anybody
supposed
to
to be
see
uploaded.
those.
Yeah, certain things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm reconsidering that idea. But yeah, wow. Well, yeah, I know. I don't know if I have any like vivid. Oh no, there's one more story I want to tell or I want to bring up because I think all of you guys will probably remember it, unless you have one, Donovan.
No, I'm
But
good. You good?
I feel like once I start talking about this one, you'll remember. So this is one that incorporates people that I don't want to mention by name.
I think I heard it.
So I'm not.
I think I know where this is going to.
Yeah, I'm just going to say person A and person B, and you'll probably catch on to who's who. Now, keep in mind, now I want to preface this by saying I don't think I was there for this happening, so Donovan might have to take over. But you're just gonna kind of have to guess who person A and person B are. Anyway,
Yeah, no, I know where you're going with
my
this.
remembering of the story is basically I was sick, so I missed a practice. But apparently during this practice that I missed, there was two people that were on the team. One of them that didn't want to be on the team that we weren't really friends with, and he was kind of getting fed up that we were losing. Now, again, I might be telling this wrong. You'll have to correct me. But what I remember hearing is that he was getting pissy about it, and he just like was expressing that, and then I think he ended up quitting. But I
Right.
remember him starting a fight with person B, who I think we were more friends with, and they had just a I don't know if they like punched each other or something. Donovan, maybe you should tell this story because I feel like because you
Right.
were there,
Well, I think what happened is I don't remember exactly. I just remember being like super like whoa.
like caught off guard by it.
Yeah, and it was right at the end of practice one day. I think what happened was person A, like
Uh-huh.
he got put on the team and he wasn't really friends with anybody and he didn't really know any of us.
Yeah.
And so he didn't really I don't think he really liked being on the team. So he
No.
would like skip practices. I think he skipped a few games as well.
Probably. Yeah.
So we were all kind of like a little bit pissed at him for like skipping out so much.
Sport.
And he would always like make up an excuse or something like, oh, I have to watch my brother and sister or something like that.
I have to walk
regardless, I think we were all just kind of pissed at him. And person B, I don't remember exactly how the fart started.
Yeah.
Name that the episode, how the fart started.
Yeah. I'm really intrigued. I'm really intrigued by how this fight started. I just want to know. Do you remember if there was like punching involved or like wrestling or any of that?
I don't remember. Do you remember, Brennan? Do you remember this happening?
I don't think it was a punch. I think he slapped him.
I think
really.
I think person B slapped person A. I think person B started it. I don't remember exactly. But I just remember there was a lot of yelling at each other, and then one of them stormed out of the gym, and like I think maybe both of them stormed out of the gym, and then we didn't see person A like ever again. Like he did not come back to the team. He did not come back.
Yeah, that sounds.
I mean, like that's fair.
I think what happened is I missed the practice where this all happened, and then when I came back, I was like, "Oh, where's this guy?" And then you were just like, "Oh yeah, so about that." Brennan, were you there for that? Do you remember that?
have a feeling that I was, but I'm like,
you blocked it out of your memory.
Well, like I remember it, but like I don't, you know.
Yeah,
I think it was right at the end of practice. I think people were starting to leave, so you may have just left early, like before it happened or something.
I totally freaking did because I remember him. No, because I remember watching both person A and person B storm out of the gym and being like, "What the heck happened?" And then I came back to practice the next day and was like, "Why did they storm out?" Or like, "Why did they leave?"
Brendan's just like,
someone was like, "They got in a fight."
Yeah.
I can picture just Brennan just walking in just like oblivious. Well, me too, but like just oblivious. Like, hey guys, what's going on? How is everyone? I don't know, just all happy.
Hey guys,
because I just remember like little Brennan just being so like happy all the time. I feel like
you were huge. You were still.
Where did the days go?
Yeah. The mighty have fallen.
I remember even back then, Brennan, you were like almost as tall as my dad. I mean, now you're like way taller than my dad. But
if there's any reason for you to play basketball, that is the reason.
Yeah, and then now I bowl.
Yeah.
Now you bowl. Yeah.
I remember Antonio friggin' having a full-grown mustache at the age of like.
Okay, 12. Well, we don't have to mention that. Hey, one of these days I'll grow it back for an episode. How about that? And I'll just have. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could just shave it, I guess, right?
You can give yourself that. Like,
I just saw you like a couple days ago, and you didn't have any facial hair, and now it's all grown back.
What can I say? You know,
I'll never forget that time. I'll never forget that time that you shaved.
Mm-hmm.
For like the first time. It was the first time I seen you with no hair.
Yeah.
And I showed up to the game, and I looked at you dead in the eyes and was like, "Who are you?" And you're like, "It's Antonio." I shares. I'm like, "What?"
I remember that. That was at, I think that was at one of our. It might have been in a game, or it was at the end of the year party or something.
It was at a game. It was at the one at What was that high school? What was that elementary school over there? What's that elementary school just down the road from Candlelight Park?
Danabo?
Danabo, yeah.
Oh yeah, our
It
middle
was a
school
game.
or our elementary.
It was a game at Danabo.
Oh, okay.
And I walked in, and you shaved, and I was like, "Who are you?"
Oh, I do
Wow.
have another story. You just reminded me by saying Danabo.
Oh,
This
really?
is another story. Yeah.
All right. You
We
got
were
the
at
floor.
practice one time. This one's really simple. Like it's not super in depth or anything. I just remember one time we were like having fun, like seeing how far up we could shoot the basketball, like to touch the ceiling.
Oh my gosh! Wait, I think I remember this
and
now.
and I don't remember who threw it. I think it was. Do you mind if I say their name?
Yeah. In this context, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. It was Gregory, I think. I think Gregory, he like threw it and it like hit the ceiling, came back down and hit the clock on the wall.
Yeah.
And it just like
I remember this.
it fell slightly out of the wall, but it was still like wired
Like it was
into
like
the wall.
the
And
wire was like dangling out of the wall.
yeah, it was
I
like
remember
dangling
this.
from a thread, and the clock wasn't working anymore.
Oh my
And
god!
so we were like, oh shit, what do we do? And so we didn't do anything. I don't think my dad even noticed. But the next day when we came to school, like everybody was talking about how the clock on the wall in the gym was out of its
I can just
socket.
imagine like you get like Gregory like throwing the basketball at the clock and doing that, and he's just like
Yeah.
like the Josh face after he runs over Oprah, just
Yeah, like
yeah, like wait, do you remember what grade this was in?
it was even scarier because we were in like fifth grade, and
Okay,
so like
yeah,
at that point it's like, oh shit, we're gonna get in trouble.
yeah, we're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I think they
being
were
told.
like, weren't they like asking? I think like some of the teachers or like the janitor or somebody was like asking people if they knew who did it.
Yeah,
I don't think
probably,
they ever
yeah.
found out though, because we just agreed to like keep our mouths
Keep it,
like shut, like
yeah,
completely.
You
that sounds right.
watch you get like a letter in the mail to Bill all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, like because
They
we just
fixed it
revealed it.
eventually. Oh, and then the other part of it was they put a cage around the clock
Oh
after
yeah, I
that.
remember that. Like that
I
was
remember that too.
yeah, because then the whole rest of the time that we were going to that school, or we would go there for games, we would like there would be a cage on the clock
Yeah,
because of that incident. That's kind of funny. That kind of it's like Gregory like left his mark on the school or something.
literally.
By breaking the clock.
That's
It's a
awesome.
great story though.
Yeah. Well, speaking of clocks, I believe that with that story, we are out of time for this episode. You see what I did there? See what I
Wow.
do the laugh track that I don't have. Anyway, so yeah, I think that is going to conclude this episode. Unless you guys have anything else, I would hate to cut you off, but
No, I can't. I can't think of anything else.
hey, like I always say in episodes like this, we can always do a part two. That's always on the table. So yeah, it maybe I don't know someday.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Maybe,
Possibly.
maybe if you're lucky. Anyway,
What?
thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed our little fun stories or whatever. Thank you guys, Brennen and Donavan, for joining me today. Do you have any final thoughts or any wisdom to impart onto the viewers?
We
Either?
should play basketball again. We should join the professional.
We should
team.
join the NBA.
Yeah.
That's the verdict of this episode.
No.
And Brennan should join a all-star league for baseball.
All-star bowling league or baseball league
Or yeah, baseball. Baseball and bowling.
The NBA version for bowling is PBA, Professional Bowling Association.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they can't really do NBA, National Bowling. Yeah. All right, fair enough. Anyway, that's gonna conclude this. That's gonna be it for this episode. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode of Chit Chats. Bye bye. Jazz hands.
Bye.
Brennen, you have to honor our tradition of doing jazz hands. Oh, he's gonna punch the camera. Ah! Okay, thanks. Okay, bye.